Alright everybody, hello, welcome back to the channel. Now this is kind of a funky setup because usually, I don't know, I got it differently, but today we're going to talk about, just a few tips and tricks on becoming better and getting better into the leaderboard. Right now I'm, farming with this guy, LK Ross1. He's a cool dude, or a chick. I don't know who really or she is, but we both cracked the leaderboard, so we kind of thought, let's just farm together since most of the time we kind of AFK farm anyway, so shout out goes to that person. And in my tips and tricks video, I'm just going to give you a few tips and tricks on how to get into the leaderboard and how to just become a better player in general. Now, one of the things that I do have to mention is if you really want to crack the leaderboard like immediately and, just really fast, then I just have to tell you that's going to be difficult without game passes. Now, you can get game passes and you can get into the leaderboard without. It is definitely possible because I know actually somebody that does it. And what you can do then is you can sell your leaderboard pads for game passes because you can actually trade game passes in the game. I don't know if it actually works yet, but it's definitely, they're trying to make it work because it was released in this update. So that's really cool. That's really good. So you can actually sell your leaderboard pads for that as well. But you do have to kind of grind really hardcore, like 24/7, like with your phone and always while at sleep and stuff. It's a little bit of a tricky one on this one, but it's possible. It's not impossible. I see people do it. So if you really are determined, like if you're one of these kids out there that are gonna say please pad, please pad, please pad, please pad, you're not gonna get anywhere in this game. I can tell you this from the get-go. If you don't have the will to actually farm for your stuff, then you will not get anywhere in this game. It's just a fact. Everybody knows this. You have to this chair. This is insane. I need a new chair. So make sure to thumbs this video up and give me some views because I need a new chair. So if you're one of these people, then it's very likely that you're not going to get anywhere in this game. Now, let's start actually with the very first tip that I have. And the first tip that I have is always farm tabs in the highest world available to you. Now, for everyone that can enchant their pets, if you have enough gems in general, you should be able to get into every world because you can just put jumps on it and you can jump to the world and you will unlock it. Now, people say that it doesn't work, that it doesn't unlock. That is with old servers because they fixed it on the new Roblox servers, so you can still do it, thank God. But every time you farm tabs, you have to see in the bottom right of the corner, the percentage is really important in where you farm your tabs in. So right now, the Dark Heart world is very important to farm in, and so get your tabs on, get your jumps on, and just start farming in those areas. It's very important, even if you can't. Oh, I'm still tired, it's in the morning. Even if you can't afford the pets, it's still good to farm in the world because it gives you the world boost, right? So don't just go like, oh yeah, I can't get the pets anyways there, so I'm not gonna go for it. You should definitely go for it and get those things going. So that is the first tip. The second tip, well, it's more something that I want to give to everyone. Don't go and think that you can always get the 60 and 80% when making them shiny or rainbow, because it's just not good. It's just not good. If you want to go into the leaderboards, always do 100%. Unless you have so much money that you get so much money that you don't really care spending the money because you earn much more for the eggs, right? That's very important for you to do because, it makes sense, right? If you lose, if you go for the 80% and you unluckily, and I've got the 20% death many times. Trust me, I've got it many times, and you lose 5 pets for this. So don't do it. Always go for the 100%, at least that's what I do, unless you actually make enough tabs that you can outplay yourself with the eggs, so you can spend as many tabs as you want, but you don't go into minus when hatching eggs. Then it doesn't really matter, but right now for me, you can see my tabs are going lower and lower and lower when I'm hatching. So that's not really good. So I'm gonna go with the 100% and not with 80%. Even though even though 80% does work sometimes, but I wouldn't recommend it because you lose a lot, especially if you can only barely afford the eggs, right? So don't necessarily go for it. Just wait for another round of egg hatching and then you can do the 100%. It's the safest way. And if you want to get into the leaderboard, I think the safest way is the best way. So don't go for these 80%. I'm literally just always going 100%. Unless I can really afford it. So that's my next tip. So let's go to the second, well, that was more like a kind of a tip on the side. But this second thing that you can do is make a set of lucky pets when opening eggs. So you can actually enchant, you know that. I mean, you should know by now that you can enchant pets. So for me, for example, I can wear 12 pets. For you, it might be less, or, you know, less, or 12 as well. I don't know. Depends if you have the game passes or not. Yeah, the thing is though, you can make 12 pets have lucky 6, and that's gonna dramatically increase your luck in having better pets. I used to do that, and currently I don't, because I'm just like, you know, not really actively doing things. I'm just literally just AFK farming, and then sometimes just hatching some eggs so I can, you know, get some stuff done. But apart from that, you know, if you really want to go full time on this, man, you should definitely have a set of pets. It doesn't really matter though, because you only need the percentage. You don't need strong powered pets for this. Just use any basic easy peasy pets that you can get 12 of those or whatever you can carry, and make a set of enchanted lucky pets. Trust me, you will thank me later on, because it really is, it is kind of a hustle sometimes to always de-equip and equip those pets. I really wish that they would use a little bit of a better managing system when it comes to inventory management, because it's just really difficult to manage your pets in this game. I don't know why, it's so annoying. You don't have, I mean, you do have equip best, but I think they should definitely do some more changes to the UI. That's one of my next things that I hope are happening in the next video. So the next tip that I have is make a you know, set of jump pads to reach the highest world. You can always use those, like when there's always a new update, you can always use those. I got myself a set, so I always go about to, let's say, I don't know, maybe 12 something kind of jumps or something like that. That should be enough for you to get to every place there is currently, at least. I don't know, in the future, I have no idea. But yeah, always have a set ready to jump, because it's really annoying if you delete them. You will always have to make them new. You always have to enchant, and that's going to cost you time. And especially if you're in the leaderboard, I don't think time is on your side. So yeah, always make a set of jump pads. Yeah, next tip that I have for you is join the Discord server for codes. Now, I used to have a Discord server where I used to do these things where I always gave the announcements to the people, but I don't do that anymore, so I just recommend on going to the official Discord server. I don't know, some of you might be too young to have Discord, I guess, then don't, but I can only recommend you going on the Discord server, because you also kind of get leaks and everything on there. You can also get codes on it, and if they have an issue, they will tell you about it. It's really good to just be informed in many things, and it has helped me out quite a lot. So yeah, get on the Discord server there, and yeah. And now the last thing, and that is one of the most important tips that I have for you, always save the best for last, and that is always rebirth if you AFK for a long time and you haven't spent a lot of tabs. Now, many people think, oh, I'm gonna go AFK now, and when I come back, I have, like, for me, for example, I have like 600, 700 QI. Oh, I have money now to spend this on pets. But that's stupid thinking, because if you spend all of that money on pets, you didn't really do any big improvement. You have to rebirth. Rebirth is the #1 thing in this game. So don't save up all your money, or in this case your tabs, and then waste them on pets. You should actually go and rebirth. I know it hurts to see it all go away, but you will reach those 600-700 QI or whatever you had before much faster than you did before. And this is how you make the most efficient progress in this game, by literally just rebirthing. I mean, it's not rocket science. I mean, these Roblox games, they literally are just there to consume your money and time. So all you have to do to be efficient is, in this case, really rebirth. So if you have the chance to rebirth, do it, and don't waste it on your pets. Do not waste it on them. I don't recommend doing that, because people has actually been saying in my comments, they've been telling me, oh man, I'm not making any progress. I always save up tabs and then I buy new pets, but it just doesn't really get me anywhere. And this is exactly the reason why, because you have to really always rebirth. Now, don't get me wrong, you have to find a healthy mixture between rebirthing and actually getting pets. So that is true. That is definitely true. You have to get, good pets as well. That's what I'm doing as well. And also you have to make a lot of shinies and you have to make a lot of rainbows, because this is literally what the game is all about. You have to make shinies, you have to make rainbows, you have to get those leaderboard pets. This is how you do it. This is how you become the best in the game. So I mean, I don't even want to know the top 10 players or the top 50 players or whatever. They must play 24/7. Like, I don't even do that. I don't want to do that. I mean, the top 10 leaderboard pets look cool, but I might probably not get in there. But I will definitely go into the top 100. I will crack the top 100, maybe top 50 at one point. But right now, I'm just doing the same thing. Now, there's one last tip that I can give you along the way. If there's a new world opening and you already are in the leaderboard, right? This is more of an end game tip. Make sure that you kind of give away your old pets. Not all of them, not the ones that you are wearing, but the ones that you had in your inventory, and get new ones from the new world, because that's what I've been doing. All of my old pets I gave to my girlfriend. She also cracked the leaderboards with it, but I kind of want to get the new pets so I can level them up and shiny them and do whatever I have to do to kind of be updated in this case, So yeah, now there's also another thing that I can tell you. There's so many things coming to my mind right now. Don't try to jump or skip worlds. For me, I can already go into the dark hard world, but it's going to be really expensive. So 25 QI is just one pet, and that's just way too much. So I would probably just take too much time spending that money in there and not really getting to where I want to go. So always go one world by one world, and that kind of situation. So I'm really fine with this Coral Island right now that I'm at, and I'm just ready to get some more pets and rebirth again in a second. Also, another thing that is really, really important, I guess I have to make a part 2 of this, and I probably will. If you go into the achievements tab, you can see you can claim your rewards now, which are going to give you boosts. Finally, thank you, devs. Also really good for free-to-play players. And do that. It's really good. Every 2 hours, you're going to get a nice piece of few boosts. They will help you out a lot. So yeah, these are all my tips. I hope you enjoyed them. I tried to put in as many as I possibly could. And in the next video, I'm going to put even more tips and tricks into this video. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.